Hello Scapers, my name is Kaitios and thank you so much for clicking on the video. I'm going to talk about the Dungeon of Camdozaal, which was released along with the Below Ice Mountain quest in April 2021. I'll review each section of Camdozaal and take a look at all of the new activities you can do here. I'll also touch on whether or not each of these new activities changes the free-to-play meta in any way. Please be sure to change the subscribe button from red to gray and the like button from gray to blue. I'd very much appreciate it. Alright guys, let's get right into it. The quickest way to get to Camdozaal would be to invoke a Skull Scepter going to the Barbarian Village. Then you can run northwest and go to the west side of the Ice Mountain, which will lead you right to the entrance of Camdozaal. If you don't have a Skull Scepter, you can either teleport to Falador and head northeast to the mountain, teleport to Varrock, head west and then northwest to get to Ice Mountain, or you can also take a canoe to Edgeville and go southwest to get to the mountain. When we open up the map to Camdozaal, we can see that there's a bank in the middle. Awesome! To the northwest of Camdozaal, you will be able to mine Barronite ore for AFK mining XP. To the southwest, you'll find the fishing area where you can fish 3 different varieties, prepare them, and offer them to the gods. By training here, you'll get fishing, cooking, and prayer XP respectively. To the east of Camdozaal, you'll find flawed, mined, and body golems for mage or melee XP, and also passive runecrafting XP in the way of the cores that they drop. To the north is the Camdozaal Vault, which is a minigame where you can earn miscellaneous rewards. And slightly to the west of center by the anvil icon is where you can smith any Barronite deposits you have for smithing XP, and you can also speak with Romarno the Dwarf for various buffs in Camdozaal. When speaking with Romarno the Dwarf, you can trade in any Barronite shards that you receive for 5 permanent buffs and 1 temporary buff. You can go ahead and pause the video now to read up on what each buff will do for you. I would strongly recommend unlocking the mining buff first, followed by the luck buff, then unlock the fishing buff, the preparation buff, and finally the defense buff. You can unlock the top 3 buffs in any order that you like, but just be sure to unlock the mining and luck buffs first, as it will allow you to mine more Barronite shards in a shorter amount of time, and also will increase the chance of finding a Barronite Mace piece, which I'll discuss shortly. Once you have all the permanent buffs unlocked, you can spend any leftover shards that you have on the temporary buffs accordingly. I'd recommend starting by mining the Barronite deposits in the northwest of Camdozaal. Bring your best pickaxe, a chisel, and a hammer with you in your inventory. I found that you receive the greatest amount of Barronite shards by mining compared to any other Camdozaal activity. This area is essentially the free-to-play equivalent of the Motherlode mine, as you're able to continuously mine one spot on the wall until it depletes. As you mine, not only will you receive Barronite shards to use for permanent and temporary buffs, but you also mine these pink circular Barronite deposits that you can use for smithing. Much like with regular mining, you'll be able to receive gems, so make sure to cut all of them for some crafting XP as well. Be sure to keep the rubies, and you could also keep the diamonds if you wanted to. Once you have a full inventory of the Barronite deposits, head over to the anvil icon where Romarno the Dwarf is. You'll see a golden anvil. Click on it and you'll start banging out the Barronite deposits for 30 smithing XP each, and you'll receive more Barronite shards. When you hammer down the deposits, there's a chance you'll receive a Barronite head, which is one of the 3 pieces that you'll need to assemble a Barronite mace. I would recommend keeping all of them that you receive. In addition, you may occasionally receive an ancient astroscope, carcanet, globe, ledger, or treatise. You can visit Curator Haig Hallen at the Varrock Museum to trade in any ancient piece you find for 200 coins if it's a new find, or 100 coins for any additional piece that you turn in. I'm level 90 mining and was able to mine and smith a full inventory of Barronite deposits in about 7 minutes. Therefore, you should be able to do around 8 to 9 trips per hour. I was able to receive 13,700 to 15,400 mining XP per hour and around 6,000 to 6,750 smithing XP per hour. Please keep in mind that your XP rates will vary depending on your mining level. I forgot to mention that there is a hammer for smithing. There's one on the ground in the area where Romarno the Dwarf is. Just look for the red dot on the minimap. Moving to the fishing area in the southwestern part of Camdozaal, you can fish, cook, and train prayer at this location. Bring a small fishing net and knife with you, or simply pick one up at the area. you'll see them also indicated by the red dots on the minimap. When fishing, you'll get a mix of guppies at level 7 fishing, cavefish at level 20 fishing, and tetra at level 33 fishing. It's noted that you're not able to tick manipulate the fish here like you could do while you fish trout and salmon at the barbarian village. While fishing here though, you may receive a Barronite handle, which is the second piece of the Barronite mace. Once you have a full inventory of guppies, cavefish, and tetra, click on the preparation table to prepare all your fish. While preparing the fish, you do earn cooking XP for each successful fish that you prepare, though there is a chance you could fail while preparing a fish. Do keep in mind that the fish you prepare here can't be eaten to heal HP, so really the only purpose is to offer these prepared fish for prayer XP. After you've prepared all the fish in your inventory, click on the altar to send your prepared fish to the gods. Upon doing so, you'll earn different amounts of prayer XP depending on the fish that you offered. One trip of fishing, preparing, and offering these 3 types of fish took me 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Therefore, you can expect 16 total trips per hour. At level 44 fishing, I'm able to earn 6,784 fishing XP per hour. At level 41 cooking, I'm able to earn 8,800 cooking XP per hour. And after offering all the fish, I'm able to earn 2,784 prayer XP per hour. Keep in mind that these XP rates should increase as you have higher levels in fishing and cooking respectively. At higher fishing and cooking levels such as 90 plus, you should be able to expect around 13,000 to 15,000 fishing XP per hour, 17,000 to 18,000 cooking XP per hour, and 5,000 to 6,000 prayer XP per hour. Not to mention, if you have the temporary Charm of Boost activated, you could also anticipate receiving slightly more XP rates than this. In the easternmost part of Camdozaal on my cursor, you'll find the body golems. The flawed golems will be just south of the bank, and the mine golems will be in the room to the east of the flawed golems. In order to attack the golems, you'll need to awaken them from their slumber. It's most effective to attack the golems with the crush attack style, followed by mage. I wouldn't advise ranging the golems as they have a plus 10 range defense. The body golems use the slash attack style and can hit up to 7 damage. It's best to wear full rune armor, including the rune plate body, the green dragonhide vambraces, the gold decorative boots if you have them, an amulet of strength or power, and the Barronite mace itself. The notable drops you should consider keeping are the body cores, noted rune essence, Barronite shards, body runes, and all Barronite guard pieces, which is the third part of the Barronite mace. Do also bring a chisel to cut and drop or keep gems, as they do drop a lot of them. In order to play the Vault minigame, you'll need to go to the Sacred Forge where Ramarno the Dwarf is. You can simply right-click on the Sacred Forge and fuel the forge with however many Barronite shards you'd like. Do note it'll take 750 Barronite shards to play the Vault minigame one time. You can also check how many Barronite shards are in the Sacred Forge by right-clicking, and you can also empty the Sacred Forge if you want to receive your Barronite shards back. After you've fueled up the Sacred Forge, enter the vault doors to the north. You'll need to make your way through the randomized maze and enter only the doors with the blue arrows on them. As you go through, you can take any simple, elaborate, or ornate lockboxes that you come across. As you enter the vault, a 1-minute timer will start counting down. You'll have to use your discretion because if you fail to exit the vault when the timer reaches 0, you'll be teleported out of the vault and lose any lockboxes you may have picked up. I'll be leaving a link in the description to the OSRS Wikipedia where you can see what sort of loot you can obtain from each of the 3 lockboxes within the vault minigame. Once you have a Barronite head, Barronite handle, and a Barronite guard, you can use one of the pieces on Ramarno the Dwarf, and he may assemble the pieces into a Barronite mace for you in exchange for 1,500 Barronite shards. If you have any extra pieces of the mace, you can speak with Ramarno, and he'll give you 100 Barronite shards for each piece that you exchange to him. If for whatever reason you wanted to exchange the completed Barronite mace back, you may do so, and Ramarno will give you 500 shards for a net loss of 1,000 shards. The Barronite mace has a plus 20 stab, plus 40 crush, and plus 40 melee strength, and a plus 2 prayer stat. With the introduction of the Barronite Mace, it's the best in-slot weapon for free-to-play if you're training on any of the golems with it due to its strength bonus and its golem bane ability. Outside of Camdozaal though, the Rune Scimitar remains the best in-slot weapon for free-to-play, followed by the new Barronite Mace in second and the Rune Sword in third. In terms of the free-to-play meta, not much is really changing here. It's better mining and smithing XP per hour to mine iron ore, smelt the iron ore with Rings of Forging into bars, and then making iron plate bodies from those iron bars. I will say, however, if you're looking for a more AFK way to train mining and smithing in free-to-play, it is a nice alternative. Regarding fishing, cooking, and prayer in Camdozaal, it's incredibly slow for all three if you're at an early to mid levels for the fishing and cooking skills. For free-to-play regular and ultimate Ironman, I wouldn't advise doing these three skills as you can get much better fishing and cooking experience by barbarian village fishing and prayer experience by burying bones in the boneyard. For free-to-play hardcore Ironman on the other hand, it may be useful to train your fishing and cooking in Camdozaal to level 99 in order to get as much passive prayer XP as you can, as training prayer in the boneyard may jeopardize your hardcore status if you die to a PKer. For melee training, body golems are another nice alternative for leveling your attack, strength, and defense levels to 99, and I plan on doing this myself with Tiffany, my hardcore here. From levels 40 to 99 in attack, strength, and defense, you can expect to receive around 2,350,000 XP in rune crafting from all of the body cores dropped, and from all the noted rune essence that can be turned into body runes accordingly. In addition, you can expect to earn another 1.3 million crafting XP by cutting all of the gems that the body golems drop as well. You can also receive around 3,121 cut rubies from body golems while training your melees from levels 40 to 99. If you want to put in the extra work, you can earn 15.3 million mining XP if you were to mine all the iron ore to fully utilize those 3,121 rings of forging from the golems. In addition, by smelting the iron bars and smithing all the iron plate bodies to fully use up those 3,121 rings of forging, you can expect around 16.4 million smithing XP as well. From only the body runes dropped from the body golems, if used for cursing splashing, you can gain another 5.9 million XP in magic alone. Lastly, you can expect to receive around 650 Barronite guards, which will provide 65,000 Barronite shards that you can redeem for 65 hours of temporary Camdozaal buffs to train your other skills with. If you made it this far, then you truly are a legend. Please be sure to turn the subscribe button from red to gray and the like button from gray to blue, and I would very much appreciate it. Also, I do stream live every Tuesday and Thursday on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Gaming, so please feel free to hop in and say hi. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!